Experian Business Decoded. Experian Business collects, reports, and sells data in the business credit world. Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and credit score. With an established credit profile and score, the business will then qualify for credit. Business credit provides a business with many powerful benefits. One major benefit of business credit is that a credit profile can be built for a business that is completely separate from the business owner's personal credit profile. This gives business owners double the borrowing power as they have both personal and business credit profiles built. Another business credit benefit is that business credit scores are based only on whether the business pays its bills on time. As a result, a business owner can obtain credit much faster using their business credit profile versus their personal credit profile. With business credit, approval limits are much higher on business accounts versus personal accounts. Per SBA, credit limits on business cards are usually 10 to 100 times higher than consumer credit. One powerful benefit people love about business credit is that when done correctly, business credit can be built without a personal credit check. Business credit can quickly be obtained regardless of personal credit quality. Business owners love that most business credit can be obtained without the owner taking on personal liability or a personal guarantee. This means in case of default, the business owner's personal assets can't be pursued. Even many business owners aren't aware of this. When a business owner applies for financing, their business credit is reviewed by the lender or credit issuer. Not having business credit established will get an owner declined for financing. But there are no regulations that require the lenders notify the business owner for their reason for denial, so most never know their business credit was even pulled and used for the approval decision. There are three major companies that collect business information and publish it. These three reporting agencies are Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Business Equifax. D&B is by far the largest, but the other two are catching up quickly. Dun & Bradstreet is the most common and is used by most vendors to extend lines of credit. Landlords use them to approve office leases as well. Experian is used by many credit card companies and non-traditional business lenders. Experian's roots track back to 1803. A group of London merchants began swapping information on bad debtors. Official associations began to spring up across the UK to protect merchants offering credit. One of the largest, the Manchester Guardian Society, formed in 1826 and would become an integral part of Experian. In the U.S. during the 1850s, the first credit agencies emerged with the aim of transforming a broad variety of information into a product that could be sold for profit. One of the earliest U.S. credit agencies, Merchants Credit Association, was founded in 1897 by a man called Jim Chilton. Nearly a century later, this would become another foundational part of Experian. TRW was originally founded in 1901 as the Cleveland Cap Screw Company. They started producing screws and bolts and grew to produce many parts for the aviation and automobile industry. They entered and leaped ahead in credit reporting in 1968, acquiring credit data. In the UK, Experian developed during the 1970s through Great Universal Stores, or GUS, an established retail conglomerate with millions of customers paying for goods on credit. They combined the mail order data from various GUS businesses and created a central database in Nottingham. Judgments were later added. In 1996, TRW changes their name to Experian. November 14, 1996, GUS buys CCN Group and combines them with Experian. Two businesses, each leading the field in their countries, were brought together. The merger established a global leader in the market for credit reference and credit risk management services. On the 10th of October 2006, Experian was successfully demerged from GUS. The following day, shares were traded for the first time on the London Stock Exchange, where they are still traded today. Ever since their creation, and even more in recent years, Experian has worked on rapidly expanding their worldwide reach. Recently, they have been extending their geographic reach in Latin America, Asia Pacific, and Eastern Europe. Their business has expanded through a combination of organic development and strategic acquisitions, which include ConsumerInfo.com in 2002, which is a consumer service business; ScoreX in 2003, which is a decision analytics company; Cheetah Mail in 2004, which has helped Experian expand their email marketing reach. In 2005, Experian purchased PriceGrabber for $485 million. Also in 2005, they purchased Footfall, an information provider for the real estate and retail property industries. In 2005, Experian acquired LowerMyBills.com for $330 million. In 2006, Experian acquired Northern Credit Bureaus, which is located in Quebec, Canada. In 2007, Hitwise and Talian were purchased by Experian. In 2007, Serasa was also acquired by Experian and was the world's fourth largest credit bureau at the time. And in 2011, Experian purchased Computech, which was a leading credit bureau in Colombia. In 2010, Experian became the first CICRA licensed credit bureau to go live in India, where it continues to supply reports to the Reserve Bank of India's RBI guidelines. They also purchased Medical Present Value, Virid Interadivide Digital Ltda, and Garlic Ltd, expanding their data and marketing reach. Today, Experian is a leading global information services company. They currently employ over 17,000 people. Experian now supports clients in almost every major industry, from telecommunications and healthcare to government and automotive. Experian operates 19 consumer credit bureaus. They maintain information on close to 800 million consumers. Experian operates 13 business credit bureaus. They maintain information on about 99 million businesses, of which 27 million are in the U.S. They are now the second largest reporting agency in the business credit world. Experian focuses on providing quality data and analytics to businesses to help them better assess risk. They possess a massive consumer and commercial database that they manage to help businesses obtain the best and most up-to-date information. They then extract significant extra value with this data by applying their own proprietary analytics and software. Experian is known for their merged reports in which they use both consumer and business credit information to gauge risk. By combining personal and commercial credit information in one report, Experian provides a complete picture of the creditworthiness of small businesses. Experian is listed on the London Stock Exchange under the symbol EXPN and is a constituent of the FTSE 100 index. According to Experian's 2013 annual report, they earned $4.7 billion in revenue in 2013. 48% of their revenue came from North America. 21% came from Latin America. 19% came from the UK and Ireland. And 12% came from the Asia Pacific. Experian's headquarters are in Dublin, Ireland. Experian's business records are spread over 80 countries that Experian services. Experian's reach is across 4 main geographic regions, including North America, Latin America, UK and Ireland, and the EMEA Asia Pacific. Experian has many office locations which span the globe. Check out some of their many office locations. Experian Canada is in Toronto, Costa Mesa, California, Mexico, Costa Rica, Colombia, Peru, Brazil, Chile, Argentina, Norway, Denmark, Estonia, Poland. Here are even more locations for Experian: Germany, Netherlands, London, Ireland, France, Spain, Monaco, Greece, Italy, Morocco, Russia, Australia, Turkey, Bulgaria. Here are even more locations for Experian that span the globe: UAE, India, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, China, South Korea, Japan, South Africa, New Zealand. Besides data collection and business credit reporting, Experian also offers an abundance of other services which include decision analytics, which cover areas such as application processing, customer management, fraud solutions, collections analytics. Experian also offers marketing services, and they offer consumer services which include credit monitoring and ID theft protection. A typical Experian business credit report will include a company's registration and ownership details, trading addresses, how quickly the business is paying its bills, a credit risk score, court judgments, history or financial performance. A typical Experian business credit report also includes business background information, company financial information, credit score and risk factors, banking, trade, and collection history, liens, judgments, and bankruptcies, uniform commercial code filings. Experian offers 4 main levels of business credit monitoring, which include Business Credit Advantage at a cost of $129 annually, where you can monitor your business credit for 1 year and receive alerts of changes. Business Credit Score Pro for $175 monthly, where you can access multiple business credit reports. Profile Plus for a single payment of $49.95, where you receive 1 single business credit report. Credit Score Report for $36.95, where you get access to a credit summary report with score. Let's take a look at a sample Business Credit Advantage report from Experian. On this report view, you can see detailed company overview information. On this report view, you can see an overview of the Experian credit ranking score to see how it shows on business credit reports. On this report view, you can see how Experian breaks down monthly and quarterly payment trends for a company. Here's a screenshot of how Experian lists detailed trade payment information on their reports. Here's how Experian lists additional payment experiences and detailed payment trends on their reports. Here's how Experian lists inquiries, collection filings, and collection summaries on their reports. In this screenshot, you can see the breakdown of commercial banking, insurance, and leasing information from Experian business reports. Experian reports also list details on judgments and tax lien filings. Experian reports also list details on all UCC filings a company has. Experian also offers access to reports in which you can search for other business data for companies other than your own. Some of these reports include company research reports, business information reports, corporate profiles, supplier check reports. IntelliScore is the main business credit score offered by Experian. IntelliScores range from 0 to 100, with 0 representing a high risk and 100 representing a low risk. The 0 to 100 is a percentile score that reflects the percentage of businesses that score higher or lower than the specific business being looked at. Regarding the percentile score, for example, if the business has a score of 20, this means that company scores better than 19% of other businesses. That also means that 80% of other businesses score higher than that business. IntelliScore is already being widely used. Many of the largest financial institutions worldwide use it, along with over half of the top 25 P&C insurers and most major telecommunications and utility firms. Industry leaders in transportation, manufacturing, and technology have also been known to use IntelliScore as their primary risk indicating model. The new IntelliScore Plus has over 800 aggregates or factors that affect the credit scores. Scores are assessed on the more than 7.2 million businesses in Experian's database. To configure an IntelliScore for a business, Experian first takes a business and looks at data segments such as firmographics, public records, collections, and trade information, then places each business in one of 3 different models. The first model is their commercial model for small, medium, and larger businesses. Their second model is their blended owner model, where the commercial data is then linked with the owner's information. Their third model is the IntelliScore Plus, or their percentile score. IntelliScore Plus, just like FICO, has multiple facets to the entire score makeup. The score is still based on the payment history of the business, but many other factors tie into percentages of the overall score. The historical behavior or payment history accounts for 5 to 10% of the total score. Current payment status, trade balances, and percent of accounts delinquent account for 50 to 60% of the score makeup. The business's credit utilization affects 10 to 15% of the total score. The company profile, age of business, industry risk, and size of business assessed by number of employees accounts for 5 to 10% of the total score. And 10 to 15% of the total score is determined based on the derogatory items, collections, liens, judgments, and bankruptcies that business has. When Experian is assigning a business credit score, they take many factors into account. They refer to these factors as predictive data and use this data to better determine a business's lending risk. Data is collected from many sources, including credit obligation information from suppliers and lenders, legal filings from local, county, and state courts, company background information from independent sources, including state filing offices, public records, credit card companies, collection agencies, corporate financial information, and marketing databases. This gathered data is then combined with data from other sources, including actual trade payment experiences submitted by payees, public record information, collections information, company background, and comparative data that places a company's payment performance in context within its industry. Scores are based on a number of factors contained in your business credit report, including number of trade experiences, outstanding balances, payment habits, credit utilization, trends over time, public record recency, frequency, and dollar amount, demographics such as years on file, standard industrial classification codes, and business size. From Experian, the IntelliScore is calculated by a statistically derived algorithm designed to determine risk based on multiple factors. Some of these factors include credit, specifically the number of trade experiences, balances outstanding, payment habits, credit utilization, and trends over time. Public records, including the recency, frequency, and dollar amounts associated with liens, judgments, or bankruptcies. Demographic information, which includes years on file, standard industrial classification or SIC code, and business size. There are several factors that can lower your Experian business credit score, including current collections, liens, judgments, bankruptcies, or other derogatory public records on your business profile. The status, recency, frequency, and dollar amounts of any applicable liens, judgments, or bankruptcies. An increased trend in slow payment of obligations. Other factors which can adversely affect an Experian score include an increase in the number of business credit inquiries or applications that are generated by the business or the owner, the number of trade experiences, balances outstanding, payment habits, credit utilization, and trends over time, years in business, line of business or standard industrial classification, SIC code, size of business, and other demographic data. An interesting fact regarding supplier reporting is that of the more than 500,000 suppliers extending credit, only about 10,000 actually report to Experian. Data stays on an Experian business report for a certain time frame, depending on the type of data it is. Trade data stays on the report for 36 months. Bankruptcies stay on the report for 9 years and 9 months. Judgments stay on 6 years and 9 months. Tax liens remain on the report for 6 years and 9 months. Uniform Commercial Code filings stay on Experian reports for 5 years. Collections remain for 6 years and 9 months. Bank, government, and leasing data remains on reports for 36 months. If you need to dispute certain details on your business credit report, contact Experian Commercial Relations in writing. You will need to provide all of the following. On the report, circle the specific items in question and provide the correct information. Provide supporting documentation when available. On current company letterhead, list all variations of your company name and any formerly known as names that your company has operated under for the past 10 years. List your company's current and previous addresses, physical and post office box addresses for the past 10 years. And provide the signature and the phone number of an officer of the company. Once you have this information gathered, send it to Experian Commercial Relations, P.O. Box 5001, Costa Mesa, California, 92628-5001. Or fax this information to Experian Commercial Relations, 1-714-830-2903. Contact us today to learn more about building your business credit profile and score with Experian.